Hey everybody, good afternoon. Good afternoon. How you doing? I know everybody at work. I know you're gonna have to watch this a little bit later on. But I'm enjoying my Friday right now, and I figured I would utilize the time to catch up, share some updates, just give some shout outs. And yeah, I'm gonna take the time to do that live right now. It's been a while. It has definitely been a while. So how is everyone doing? I hope you are feeling good and great spirits. I feel amazing, y'all. I just went on the very first cruise of my life, and it just so happened to be the most epic cruise ever. It was called the Line Dancing Groovy Cruise. And it was a situation, y'all, for those who don't know, an entire cruise ship was chartered by an African American mother and son, Carlos and Avis. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Teresa as well, because we all know that you are right there in the trenches putting in that work too, sis. But y'all, it was absolutely spectacular. Everyone has pretty much said it all. I don't know how much more I can say, but y'all been holding out on me. I didn't realize that cruising could be so incredible. You know, I was always, because I can't swim, you know, and Q called us out about that, you know, not being able to swim. And as a member of Sigma Gamma Rho, who one of the national programs we have is Swim 1922. I really do need to learn how to swim. CC's learning how to swim. We both gonna get it together. I need to do that, Q. So thank you for calling me out. Thank you, Sigma Gamma Rho, for also carrying that message forward that we need to learn how to do that, right? But I got over that fear and I got on the boat. And I'm glad that I did. I was so proud to be one of the ambassadors for the cruise. Everything from the moment I stepped foot in Miami to the moment I stepped foot back in Miami was absolutely amazing. You would never know that there was a hurricane in the Atlantic Ocean at the same time, because we were really having that much of a great time. Everyone still was safe the whole time. The captain came on and gave us updates, and I would always crack my door like, what are you talking about now? It was so cool. And I remember the one day when Carlos's voice came over the speaker. I mean, y'all, I was literally bawling. You would think that it was me who booked this ship and put this thing on. But I am so proud of my brother. Just the vision, the balls, if you will, to know that he could pull it off, and he did it. You know, him and his mom. I cannot, like I said before in the video when I was on the boat, on my balcony, I can't imagine what y'all went through and what y'all had to put up with from the people, because the people be peopling, right? I know it's not easy as I get ready to embark upon bringing back my event that I haven't had in 6 years. I haven't actually had an event since 2018. So to be doing this right now, I'm already stressed out. And this is just a 3-day weekend. Y'all did it felt like 10 days in Miami from start to finish. It was amazing, y'all. Kudos, kudos, kudos. I am here to serve you in any capacity to help you make this happen again. It was dope. All I can say is it was dope. I'm still recuperating. I stopped swaying. Like, now that I'm talking about it, I feel like that movement coming back again. But it took about 2 or 3 days after I got off the boat for me to just feel like I didn't have to hold on to something. It was weird. I didn't feel that way when I was on the boat, and thank God I didn't get sick. But y'all, I had everything. I had the bracelets. I had the little scopamine patch on my neck. I popped the Dramamine pill. Look, I wasn't taking any chances. on that boat to get sick because I wanted to enjoy every minute, right? And enjoy every minute I did. I kind of had a blessing and a curse experience on the ship, right? So y'all know me. Most of you who know me know that I design t-shirts, I make t-shirts, blah, 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 right? So I had just, before the cruise, put up a picture of what I was intending to rock on the boat, right? But y'all wouldn't just let me post my picture. Not only did y'all take the picture, but y'all shared the picture all over the place. And it was excellent advertisement for the Line Dancing Groovy Cruise. So shout out to y'all falling in love with that artwork. I had no intention that it was gonna blow like it did, but it did. So thank you for your support, those who got those last minute t-shirts. And who put up with me, it really was a conversation starter, right? Because for like the first 2 or 3 days on the ship, those who saw me, I was lugging my suitcase around, trying to find people to deliver their shirts to them. So it was a good problem, to have, because to be honest, funds were not funding before the cruise. I was like, Lord, I don't know how I'm going to pull this off. It was Cece's 10th birthday, but God has a funny way of sending blessings. I had to work for it, but thank you, Line Dance family. Thank you, Jesus, is all I can say. That was a blessing in disguise. Shout out to my girl, our son, Saray, who was on the cruise rocking my t-shirt cut-ups. She is one of my favorite people who likes to rock some of the designs. And because she was wearing it in the Bahamas, somebody reached out to me from the Bahamas, also a line dancer. So connections are being made. I'm getting ready to ship one of those cut-ups to the Bahamas. Okay, like, wow, they paying for it. That ain't on my dime, but I just appreciate that they love the art. And our son Saray, if you're watching this, girl, I've been to the warehouse. I got like 6 new pieces in different colors, sis. I'm about to get creative this weekend and slice you up. I'm going to be in the lab all weekend getting people's t-shirt orders out to them. And then just getting ready for some things that are coming up. I'm all over the place with stuff that I just want to share with y'all. But y'all, that cruise was amazing. I would say my favorite part would be the sidebar conversations. Catching up with people I ain't seen in 10 years, 15 years. The real conversations, the ones that might result in a few tears falling down your face at the end of the day. That's what it's about for me. It's about just building those bonds and knowing that there are certain places that I can go and the love is real. It's nothing fake about it. It's all genuine. And I just really appreciate that about me being able to have that experience on that boat. Okay. Somebody even they didn't recognize me right away because they said I ain't lost that much weight now, y'all. Come on. I'm not irrecognizable, but they heard my voice. So they turned around and they were like, oh my God, I knew it was you. That was Donna. That's my girl. She's supposed to be pulling up here in Houston pretty soon. So I can't wait to get a chance to kick it with you. What else can I say? Thank you to everybody who was like, hey, you got your scissors on the boat, who, wanted to get their t-shirt slayed. I didn't mind. I took the time to do that because 9 times out of 10, I was sitting there trying to get rid of the t-shirts anyway. So thank you for that. You know how they say no good deed goes unpunished. It was a good problem to have. So whenever you see me at an event, I probably have my scissors and my cutting board. So never be afraid to approach, because I'm a very approachable person to, contrary to, from what I hear on the street, popular belief, but that's another time, another day. Speaking of cutting, on September 6th, I'm having a t-shirt cutting here in Houston. I will also make it virtual if I can. It's at a place where reception is not always good. So if I am actually able to Y'all, I'm looking at the computer because I might have to drop some links over here in this chat. If I'm actually able to make it work for us, I will definitely put out that link so that those of you who want to attend virtually can do that. Let's see. What else do I want to talk about? I want to talk about steps for hope. If you're looking behind me, you might notice a couple of the posters that I got on the wall. 988 and Crisis Lifeline, right? So September 7th through the 13th, 7th through the 13th is two important things. It's National Line Dance Week. And I know y'all gonna be celebrating National Line Dance Week. And it also is National Suicide Prevention Week. Now, what made me go live today, y'all, believe it or not, was I was scrolling and one of my dear friends, former colleagues that I used to work with many, many moons ago when I was doing social work at Westside Healthcare. I'm dating myself because it's not even called Westside Healthcare anymore. It's called, I believe, Progressive now. But I came across her post on Facebook and it sounded like someone that she really loves. I'm about to get shook up. Has recently passed by suicide. Has chosen to put a period at the end of their situation, whatever it might be. And my heart just went out to her. And I said, you know what, Nzinga, you really haven't came on to talk to the people about suicide prevention, what's going on, how they can get involved, how they can raise awareness, how they can be there for somebody, to provide hope in that time of need. Y'all, people be going through it. I'm telling you, I'm one of them. But people need to know that they're not alone. Somebody is there to listen to you, to support you, to walk you through it. And even if you are one of those people where you're so private and you're so proud where you don't want to talk to your friends or your family, guess what? You could call 988. 988. You could text 988. You are not alone. Oh my God, y'all. Oh, I'm going to get through this without crying, but listen. Have a reason to just continue to go on. Stay here. Don't give up. I know it gets hard. This message is for somebody. Oh my goodness. Y'all listen, I know so many people that have chosen to put a period right there. And they gave up. But I'm here to inspire somebody. Don't do that. Don't do it. You leave us behind. We're the survivors that have to stay here and, just be an inspiration to somebody else to remind them that it's not too late. They don't have to give up. We can get through this, whatever that situation was, it's a temporary situation. And you can move past it. So y'all listen, I'm going to get off the suicide prevention topic right now and just say, if you need help, get help. Reach out to me. I can help connect you to resources in your area. I can help you to recognize what the suicide warning signs are. I might come back on here and do another talk about that so that people can just know what it is. But if you are in the Houston area on September 13th, we are having a Steps for Hope party. Steps for Hope is the culmination, or the combination, should I say, of Suicide Prevention Week and National Line Dance Week. We are stepping to provide hope. We are going to be there at that party with not only good music, but with information, okay? If you are a line dance instructor in the Houston area, I have ordered enough supplies and resources for everybody to share at your classes. All you have to do is reach out. I am not that way. I have more than enough to share with everybody. I have packets Like I said, suicide warning signs for adults. I have the same for kids. I have information in Spanish and English. These are fridge magnets. It's real easy to access the help that you might need. 988. You could text, you could call, make it easy on you to be able to get the help that you need or connect somebody to the help that they need. Also, I have safety plans. What is a safety plan, you might ask? It is, just something that you keep on you if you know that you might be experiencing a crisis, okay? And it's the list of things that you can do to calm yourself down. If you're in Milwaukee, you got Mira. Shout out to Mira doing big things. Shout out to Montreal, who is making mental health accessible for people, all through the use of a smart app, y'all, that helps them to connect and engage with resources to keep them safe in their time of need. But a safety plan will have like calming techniques that you would use, a place that you could go to calm yourself down, and it would have the phone numbers of people that you could reach out to in your time of need to be able to get some help. I also want to give a shout out to my girl Donnie out in Cali. I know that she is doing a suicide prevention initiative as well. I support you, sis. My condolences on your loss. Like I said, if y'all in the Houston area, y'all come get this information and share with your classes. Now, look, you don't have to be in Houston to get involved. Steps for Hope is a nationwide effort, line dance family. I have had probably about 10 groups across the country to say that they're going to sign up, but y'all, it's hundreds of us, if not thousands of us. Everybody should be participating in Steps for Hope, right? Because it's National Line Dance Week, and it's just a quick, simple, safe way to raise awareness about suicide prevention. How do you get involved nationwide? Line dance that week and wear yellow. It's that simple. It's not even that hard. Okay? Even for the people who might not necessarily agree with me, I know you agree with National Line Dance Week, and I know you agree that saving a life and preventing someone from dying by suicide is also important. Okay? So participate in Steps for Hope. All you got to do is September 7th through the 13th is wear yellow and line dance. Post a picture of you wearing yellow. Post a picture of you line dancing with your group. And just use the hashtag Steps for Hope 2025. It's not even about me. You don't have to attach it to me. I just want to raise awareness that help is available. I have a Facebook group, Steps for Hope. In that group, you will find a link where you can order all of these helpful resources that I just held up. You can order this stuff for yourself. Just because you don't have it in time for September 7th through the 13th, it might come a little bit later. I'm not saying you're going to get it in time for the Steps for Hope week, right? But even if it comes later, it's just good information to have, to share. You never know who you're going to be helping. But if you are here in Houston on September 13th, we're having the Steps for Hope event. Mama Scott, many of you know her in the Houston area, the owner of King's Banquet Hall, where I am blessed to teach my classes on Wednesday, and partner with her and her nonprofit called Helping Build Communities to do this type of work. So when I line dance, it's not just a line dance class, it's line dance wellness. I line dance to keep myself mentally health well and also to inspire the others around me to be mentally well, right? And of course it has physical health benefits too. We lose weight, we get the great cardio benefits. But for me, it's about the good endorphins that happen in my brain to help with depression and other things like that. So come join us. Come join us. Mama Scott, unfortunately lost one of her sons who died by suicide not too long ago. So not only is it her birthday on September 13th, but she's raising awareness and honoring the loss of her late son. at that event that we're having. And then also my dear brother, Pat Sale. Everybody know, who don't know Pat Sale, right? I done been all over the country, and when I tell people I'm from Houston, they be like, "Do you know Pat?" Yep, I know Pat. I know him very well. That's my brother. His organization, the Line Dance Clique, will be celebrating 14 years of line dance at this event as well. So tickets are on sale now. They are $15 in advance. The Eventbrite fees have been removed. So if you were hesitant to purchase on Eventbrite, maybe that'll take away the fear. You can also Cash App $MBSD, or you can Cash App Pat Sale at $Hotboy Pat Sale, HOTBOICEL. Or you can go on my new website to purchase your ticket as well. And that website is linedancehouston.com or .org or .net or .cloud. All of them work, linedancehouston.com, to purchase your ticket. That way, the tickets will be available at the door. They are $25 at the door. We will have vendors, and we just look forward to dancing with you and sharing information about suicide prevention. You'd be surprised what the statistics are as it pertains to the African American community. If you want help finding out what the suicide demographics look like in your area, please reach out to me. I am more than happy to help you in accessing that information, so that you can be aware and help to educate the people around you in your community. So I hope to see everybody participating in Steps for Hope nationwide, and also here in the Houston area. Come on, support Steps for Hope. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Wishing everybody well who will be traveling from Houston to Dallas to support my brother Big Stuff. I miss you, Big Stuff. I don't know why you wasn't on that cruise. I just knew I was going to see you on the cruise. Big Stuff and Queen are having their first event that same weekend of Line Dance Week. So unfortunately, I won't be able to be with you there in Dallas because of what the initiative I have going on here. But I'm sending my love in advance. Support, and safe travels, like I said, to everyone traveling nationwide. Who will be in Dallas to support Big Stuff event coming up. And line dancing wherever you're going, but I know it's not just line dancers on my page. I got, people from everywhere, high school, college, and a lot of people from Milwaukee. That's why I say wherever you are, you too can support Steps for Hope, because suicide touches everybody's life, y'all. Oh my God, I lost too many people. I'm a multiple survivor of people who it was too much. Okay. So I'm not going to digress. I'm not going to go there. But what I am going to do is stay here. And life does get hard, but I'm going to stay here, and I'm going to keep encouraging you to stay here with me too. Cause we got work to do, y'all. God is not done with us yet. Speaking of work to do and God not being done with us yet, God gave me a gift. He gave me the gift to teach, the gift to lead, the gift to be a lifelong learner, and the gift to inspire other people. In January, somebody who shall remain nameless reached out to me and basically said, "Hey, I'm inspired by what you do. You sound like you know what you're talking about. I wish that you could bottle up what's in your head as it pertains to line dance and teach me. And not just me, teach others." And I was like, "Girl, nah, what I'm gonna teach you? Yeah, I'm certified, and yeah, I did this and that, this and that, and this and that. But what do you mean?" And you know what? God was like, "Listen, you need to write this curriculum." So I started working and writing and researching and just compiling all of the intellectual property and data that I have collected over the past 18 years or so of me, just from me being a novice line dance student to me being a certified master level instructor, choreographer and instructor, right? So I built a curriculum that is available virtually and in person called the Instructor Academy Line Dance Certification Training Program, okay? So what I'm doing is offering information. Of course, you can teach line dance classes and be very successful without any type of certification at all. We all know that. I did it for a couple of years before I got my credentials together, right? But my, oh my, once I got my credentials together, I am certified ICODI level 1 with that organization. And I'm also certified by the American Fitness and Aerobics Association as a group fitness instructor, right? Once I got my credentials and I'm also mental health first aid certified. And these are the pieces that come together to help me do what I do a little bit better, right? So when I talk about my line dance classes, it's not a class, it's a wellness session, or it's a program. Because Mind, Body, and Soul Dancers isn't just like a hobby or just like a group. It's an actual nonprofit where we use line dance wellness and things like suicide prevention or raising awareness about taking care of your mental health as we line dance, right? So I like to train people on the way you frame and the way you talk about what you do might be able to open up more doors for you, okay? So for some people, it's not necessary. Those are not the people that I'm talking to. But for some people who want to turn what they do as a hobby, what they have a passion for, into a business where you're not only helping yourself, but you're helping other people, you might want to have a conversation with me about Instructor Academy and just figuring out how it might be something that could benefit your life. I'm proud to say that cohort 3 is currently loading. The first cohort of ladies, I had 7 graduates, 5 of which completed the program virtually, and 2 which came in person. We had a ball both ways, both ways we get it in. The virtual session does require that you have a few more pieces of homework or deliverables that you have to turn in. And then we get together, on a one-on-one basis just to make sure that you have mastered the things that you need to master in order to consider yourself a line dance instructor. Now, I love all of the videos that I see, all of the new line dance instructors coming in. I salute y'all. Hats off to y'all. Y'all are doing the dang on thing. But, learn some terminology. It's okay. It's okay. And, learn about learn a little bit of business acumen to help you be able to do what you do better. Okay. And that's all I'm going to say about that. It's not for everybody. But for those that it's for, trust me, they're getting it. Cohort 3 is loading. Cohort 2, I had one lady to travel to Houston in person to take the training, and cohort 3 is loading right now. I have one person registered so far for cohort 3. So God is good. He said, if you build it, they will come, so the feedback that I've been getting from the participants is excellent. They love it. And it's not a one time you're done with me. We're together. We sisters, we family now. And I almost become like your personal line dance concierge. Whatever I don't know, I know people. I too have line dance mentors and sheroes and heroes that I'm still connected to, that I can tap into for any information that I don't know. And I'm definitely not reinventing the wheel here. I've just compiled a lot of information in a very helpful, user-friendly way that I think, any line dance instructor would benefit from, so come on and find out what the Instructor Academy is all about. I don't bite. I'm more than happy to have a conversation with you. Let's see. And that leads me to letting everybody know that, guess what? I'll show y'all this little transfer I just made. NBSD Sankofa. Y'all, we back. We are getting ready to embark upon our 16th year next year, right? So I'm inviting everybody to Houston, Texas to come and kick it with us. If you've never been to a Sankofa in Milwaukee, okay, you've been missing out, first of all, because I throw amazing parties. I feed you well, like all the time. Even though I was in the Midwest, I have family in the South, so I have a lot of Southern roots, right? So I've always had that Southern hospitality type feel. But y'all, listen, we're going to do it big in Houston, Texas, September 4th through the 6th, 2026. That is Labor Day weekend, so it's an extended weekend for those of you who might want to come on down a little bit early, or for those of you who know you got Monday off and you're not going to leave Houston on the Sunday, because in Houston, we have what we call Sunday Fun Day. So after church service and, the girlies come out for the brunchies and things, right? So I am building a spectacular itinerary with lots of activities from Thursday through Sunday, but of course through Monday. But the main bulk of the weekend will take place Friday through Sunday. The event is priced very reasonably right now. Registration is open. I know I said I was going to open it September 1st, but for those of you who are paying any attention, registration is actually, the link works and people have been using it. So thank you for those who have showed up in my inbox or just showed up by clicking that link and getting your spot. It is priced right now at early bird for $150. But guess what? You ain't even got to pay the whole $150 right now. Boop. For a $50 deposit. Okay, you can lock in and you can pay the other 2 payments over time. So I'm trying to make it very easy for you to be able to tap in. I'll announce the hotel soon, probably within the next 2 weeks, but all of that is locked in. It's a beautiful hotel. I think y'all will love it. You will need a car though. I'm just giving you that disclaimer right now because Houston is very spread out. And the hotel where we are is near, actually where the rodeo area is, NRG Stadium, where the Houston Texans play football. We are right over in that area. So I picked the area for several reasons, but it's accessible to pretty much everything. Okay. It's kind of in the center, in my opinion. But y'all gonna love it. Come on to Houston. Come on and get some of this Sankofa energy. I did put a little bit out on the link, and I will put all of those links. Let me see if I can multitask and do that for you now. But I will put a link to Sankofa, to Steps for Hope, and to my new website so that y'all can, check it out and see what we got going on. Y'all, it's going to be an all-star list of instructors. I already have everybody locked in, right? Of course, I got to do my little teasers, so I'm not going to announce everything right now. But I think that y'all will be like, wow, that is an amazing line. I can't wait to hear your feedback. But, people are excited to come to Houston and celebrate with me. I'm so thankful that, over the last, like I said, I've been dancing for about 18 years. This will be my 16th year as an organization with Mind, Body, and Soul Dancers. I'm grateful for the relationships that I built and the connections that I've built, because when I asked people, for the most part, they were like, yep, I'm coming, what you need. It wasn't no, what you gonna give me. You know what I mean? I really didn't, I got that from one person, but it's okay. I understand. I completely understand. But I always take care of my people. It's no question. That's part of the Sankofa, Pyrite Soul, and Nzinga experience. You're going to be good. If I'm trying to offer you an opportunity to come be a part of something that I'm doing, baby, you are going to be good. So just thank you to everybody who said yes. I'm going to be assembling us all into a group very soon so that y'all can start to talk and commingle and get excited, because we are just about a year away and y'all gonna be right here in Houston with me. Shout out to my media person who's working in the background right now on just developing some additional promo materials for me. So I'm just excited. Sankofa is going to be absolutely amazing. Thank you. And it was so funny. You know, I doubled back to a few people to say, hey, you know, just checking to see what you got going on September 4th through the 6th, 2026. And in like 3 situations, they were like, what do you mean? What do I got going on? The Return of Sankofa is already on my calendar. Do y'all know I almost cried? I am such a big crybaby, but the fact that they remembered when I asked them and invited them the first time, and they already had it on their calendar, that's love. That is love. I thank you. I can't wait to announce and let the entire world know and the entire line dance community know of all of the beautiful smiling faces, all of my sisters and brothers who are coming to Houston and committed to being here and just celebrating Sankofa with us, Mind, Body, and Soul Dancers Incorporated. Thanks you very much. Of course, Kizzy and Regina gonna be in the building, and who knows, we might even be inducting a few new people into Mind, Body, and Soul at Sankofa 2026. So we'll see. Stay tuned. Shout out to everybody who been rocking with my classes in Houston. I want to give a special shout out to my girl Tammy Craft. Okay, she has perfect attendance. I missed a day. She did not. It was raining. It was flooding. She showed up. She didn't see my post that I wasn't going to be there that day, right? But this lady, y'all, since the first day that I have started resuming classes in Houston, she has been right there. And I thank her so much. I thank her so much. I thank Mama Scott for the opportunity, y'all. Listen, those of you who know me know that I had zero intentions of teaching a class down here in Houston when I got here. I just wanted to go to other people's class, support, learn, travel across the country, and teach my choreography when I'm invited, right? But God said, ma'am, they need the line dance wellness in Houston, Texas. And I'm grateful that I listen and I'm humble enough to be God's servant and do his work, you know, because let me just show y'all how God works. When others in the community see what you do and it aligns with the missions that they're working on, they will reach out to you and sponsor you. And that is exactly what happened. Like from the day one when I hit the ground running, you know, community-based organizations see it, they recognize it, and they're like, come here. I need some of that line dance wellness over here. So thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. All I can say is line dance wellness continues. Mind, Body, and Soul Dancers Incorporated continues to be a beacon of light to every community we step foot in. So I am grateful that on my planning committee right now, I have people in Wisconsin, South Carolina, Indianapolis, Illinois, Texas, and Georgia planning to come together to make Sankofa 2026 absolutely spectacular. I'm grateful. I can't ask for more than that. You know, I'm so humble and so grateful, and I appreciate y'all so much. So Sankofa 2026 is going to be absolutely special. I'm honoring some special people. I don't want to give away too much. I'll be running my mouth on these lives. Some people don't like it, but I don't care. You know what I mean? I really don't give a fuck. I'm going to do me. You know, that's all I can do is continue to do me. What else can I say? Shout out to my brother KB, who is also having a 3-day weekend in March of 2026 during rodeo weekend. That's also an amazing time to be in Houston. I'm doing something that Thursday before his event start. Pretty sure he'll end up doing something too that Thursday, but for Line Dance family that will be in town and want to come show some love, those tickets are on sale now as well. It's called Glow Before You Rodeo. And that party is taking place March 5th. I believe it's a Thursday. So if you weren't planning to come into town early, and if you come into the rodeo in Houston next March, come March 5th or March 4th for that matter, so that you can participate in Glow Before You Rodeo, because we're going to be turning up that Thursday. I'm looking forward to that. I'm also vending at the Houston Roundup, celebrating the kings of line dance. Some of the kings of line dance, because I could think of quite a few other kings that could have been on that list. But I know that, you know, you only got space for so many people. But shout out to the kings of line dance who are coming to Houston. I'm so excited for that. Whatever, I'm vending at that event. So if there is something in particular that you want me to have available for you when you get here, you make sure that you let me know so that you can get your, you can be slayed by Nzinga, okay? Of course, I'm working on some special pieces, rodeo related just for that event, but I'm going to be bringing back some of my traditional bling pieces that y'all have just fell in love with through the years, like the Lace 'em Up and line dance. Shout out to Natalie for that design. I love my line dance family. And then the Everybody Knows I'm a Line Dancer shirts and dresses have always been a big hit. So I'm going to be bringing those back out as well. So y'all, I'm busy. I'm working. Line dance, definitely. I'm out here in these line dance streets, okay? Doing my thing, spreading the love. And I hope that y'all are having the time of your life wherever you are. I know some of my line dance family in Jamaica right now. I wish I was with y'all. I really, really do. But, you know, reality is I can't do them all, right? My funds aren't funding like I need them to be funding. And the fact that I have a 10-year-old fifth grader, can y'all believe that? Cece is 10 and in fifth grade. Yes, right? You know, I have to do the mommy thing. So I was already on the cruise for a week, over a week, using PTO that I need for when she's sick. But hey, look, that cruise was an investment in myself, okay? Because I needed that R&R real bad. And I need another one already. But again, I started this by saying shout out to Carlos and Avis. Again, shout out to Carlos and Avis. Y'all did something absolutely spectacular. And if you will allow me to be an ambassador again and help serve and help get people hype about getting on the line dance and groovy cruise, look, I will be honored to do it all over again. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this live. Thank y'all for watching. Again, hit me up. We got a lot going on through Mind, Body, and Soul Dancers Incorporated. I love y'all. Peace. Mwah.